Hello YouTube, and welcome to the second episode in the series Let's Build a Mining Cruiser. I'm Aaron, aka The Pwned, and today, I done fucked up. Yeah, so, if you guys recall, the last episode I got started building the production module, and, it looked a lot different than this. Yeah, so, as it turns out, I started recording, and as I got farther along, I started to realize that I'd kind of messed up the alignment a little bit. I wanted to bring down that midsection of assemblers a little bit so that it wasn't, because there was a gap. Yeah, basically there was a little bit of unused space, and I was trying to fix it, and I started to realize that my original design was completely messed up with the alignment. I hadn't aligned it properly. Yeah, the more I started building and tweaking, the more I realized that it was kind of a lost cause, and I ended up scrapping the design and starting anew. So off camera, I went ahead and built this mold here. Starting anew, I built this mold to mimic the shape of the top of the hangar bay module, so that I wouldn't have that problem again. Yeah, so and those of you guys are probably thinking like, OMG, yeah. Thanks, Aaron. You made me watch all those hours of you building a production module and scrapped it in the next episode. Thanks, it's great. Yeah, I know. I do apologize. I've looked for some kind of a program for space engineers that lets you, like a blueprint designer, so that you don't have to keep doing this whole trial and error thing when building a large project like this. I really wish I didn't have to do that, because it takes a little time for me too, and I hate that. But if you mess up, and you just gotta go back and fix it. So I'd like to say it won't happen again, but I don't know. I'm gonna, But each time I make a mistake, I learn some more and learn how to not make that mistake next time. So what I've done here is I made that mold, like I was saying, and I went ahead and aligned it with the elevator shaft, the conveyor systems, which I forgot to do last time, and the staircase. So all that's in place. And I've got some ideas with how to proceed and make the design a little bit better from here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, now that I've shown you guys this, I'm going to go ahead and bring this down a little bit. So this is that corridor that was on the hangar bay module. That corridor that we're going to use to get at the modules, the effectiveness modules attached to the refineries. So what we need to do is we basically need to come in here and right at this point no, I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and build a sort of ring, if you will, around this. We need to actually, let me get a ramp. Just like that. So there you have it. This is what it's supposed to look like, and then we can attach the conveyor systems either from this side or from this side. I'm not sure what we'll do yet for that, but now, yeah, so this is a little bit better. And now we're also not using up that dead space here. We can clearly see where that space is, so we can put it to more effective use. So what we're gonna do here. See. There we go. That's what I want to do. So for this, I'm actually going to have to turn symmetry mode off, because it doesn't seem to like. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and line this whole way with assemblers. I'm going to get over here. We're going to rotate it around. So this way. As we're walking along here, whoops, as we're walking along here, you can see that the word assembler is right side up. In symmetry mode, I've learned that it doesn't really seem to like assemblers and modules very much, which is weird. But if we do this in simulator mode, basically the assembler text there will be facing that way, in both sides. It won't mirror it like you'd expect. Yeah, I like it just sort of faces it in the same direction, so they'd both be facing off that way, and then on this side, the assembler would be upside down. So yeah. Anyway, what we want to do from here is we do want to make sure that we have room for a couple of modules, like last time. So what we'll do is we'll just sort of open up, and I can turn signature mode on for this part. So we'll just sort of do that number. Coolio. Perfect. So now we have not as many assemblers as we did before, but what we'll do is we'll bring this little pathway down here, get rid of the gravity generator just temporarily, and now we can go back and add in some more assemblers here. And again, we'll need to turn signature mode off. Alright, there we go. And just like that, we've more or less recreated, or more or less we've recreated what we did last episode in just a few short minutes. So, you're probably immediately thinking, well, hey Aaron, there's like only 12 assemblers on each side now, and there were like 20 before. Well, that's okay. We're going to, since this is lower down, we're going to have more space vertically. So yeah, we can stack more assemblers on top of each other, on top of this, and yeah, keep going from there. So I'll go ahead and actually get started there with that by turning off some mode, and we'll go ahead and add an extra layer of assemblers on top of here, like so. Okay. So now we've already got more assemblers than we did last time. This is actually a total of 36, I think. Well, actually, we had 40 last. I think we had 40 last time. This is 36, so we still need 4 more. But you can see already that that's less amount of space. We've already managed to fit more assemblers, which I'm quite proud of. So yeah, we'll probably fit like another row on top of here. Maybe yeah, I'll get to that. But for now, to add the conveyor systems in here, we'll just stick them in like this. And this is going to work quite nicely, because each of these assemblers is connected, I believe. I believe I might get proven wrong here as we test this. But each of these assemblers is connected by their own, these panels here. They're all connected to each other. So all we got to do is just hook up a conveyor to the top one here, and it should get all of them. So yeah, that's what we'll do there. So yeah, now before we also had more refineries. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add on that section. What we'll do is I'll go ahead and do this number here. So there we go. Got this nice little ramp here. See if that worked on both sides. It did. Fantastic. Okay. So, now, previously we had some extra refineries over here in this area. So let's go ahead and do that again, shall we?